Hi there, welcome back to a new video. It's been quite some time since I've actually journaled, so we're going to be discussing today about taking breaks from journaling, getting back into it. I'm working in my vintage travel journal and I'm going to be doing some Disney pages today. But yeah, I wanted to have a chat just about getting back into things when you've taken a break, because sometimes it can be quite tricky. It's been, I think, about 4 weeks since I've journaled, something like that. We've had a busy old time, which I'll talk to you about. I've got some bits and pieces here. These are from my friend that gave me some bits recently. So I'm going to use some of those. I've put the papers there. I'm excited to play with these. I've got some photos here. I've also got some bits and pieces that have been sent to me from Paper Maze, so I'll do this bit as an ad gifted. I picked out some Rosie's Studio bits. We have got some, I'll look at those in a moment, little postcardy bits. We have got Puffy Stickers, which are beautiful. We've got some die-cut cardstock sentiments, which you can see there, which I'm really excited to use. And these are the die-cut cardstock Ephemera. Look at those. They are so, so pretty. So we're going to make a nice summer page today. And it's just going to look really, really pretty. Now, I am going to make a little pocket. Surprise, surprise. I'm going to do that straight away. Let me get a scoring pad. I've had an idea for something I would like to do. I've obviously got the pages in my journal here, but they're not calling out to me. They're not what I fancy using. And I wanted something bright and fun to go with the photos. So we are going to try this. I had this idea just a moment ago, and I thought, let's see if this works. I am going to make an incision. Let's try not to let that move so it goes wonky like that. That needs to go over a little bit more. And we have then got a pocket because, oh, we're going to look at the postcards, weren't we? Let's have a quick look at those. I don't know if I'm going to use these for this project. I had a different idea, but actually saying that, these, no, I'm going to change my mind. Oh, that one's pretty. I was thinking, you see, about them popping some bits in like that and using it for journaling. Actually, these go really, really well. I like that a lot. See? Super easy pocket. So I'm going to go with that straight away. And I might then use them for photos as well. I want to journal about a trip to Hollywood Studios. We went in the tap house. It was so, so lovely there. So we'll talk about that as well. So instantly, a really quick and easy pocket. How easy is that? So let's grab some tape and stick this down. I'm jumping on a Zoom in a moment with my patrons. So I'm just going to get ready. And I wanted then to create... whilst I chat with them. I thought that would be really nice. It's been a little while. We've had my dad visiting from the States, so it's been a little time since I've done one of these, a little Zoom. So I'm really looking forward to catching up with everyone. Today we're going to be talking about summer journaling, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm looking forward to hearing what everyone's got planned with their summer journals. I've actually got a new journal which I want to make. I have got a brand new book that my lovely friend Romy sent to me, and I am going to turn it into a weekly journal. I haven't done weekly journaling this year. I've held off it. It just felt too much for what I had going on in my life, so I stayed away from it, and now I am going to be getting ready, and we're going to be get back into freedom journaling. That's what I'm going to be doing. I've got some ideas and I'm really excited. I'm hoping to maybe crack on with that this afternoon. I've got some other jobs, work jobs to do first, so I'll see how they go and how I'm doing for time. It's one of those things I have to be in the mood for. I don't know if you feel the same. I can't just be creative because I have to be. which is really annoying because sometimes you plan that time and the time comes and then you don't actually feel like it, or it just doesn't happen. I think sometimes you want to be, but yeah, it just doesn't feel right. Look how easy that is. I like this idea. I think that is really fun. And then this side, I was going to use the other one here, which I really, really like. I might actually, because I really love the book page behind, so I might actually distress this one a little bit, give it a bit of a tear, and see more of the book page underneath. That's what I think I will do with that one. So I think the colours go beautifully. So I'm very happy with that. I'm not going to completely stick it down at the ends, purely because could well be that I want to add some other bits and pieces. But, yeah, it feels good, but it is really difficult when you've taken a break to get back into it again. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. And do you find certain times of the year you tend to, it seems to be a thing that you take breaks? For me, I always talk about this. It used to be around Christmas with having kids, young kids at home. It was always really difficult, and I never managed to ever complete December journals. But summer for me is always a tricky time as well, because you're so busy. And it's always the way, isn't it? You're busy making the memories, but you haven't got time to document the memories. So let's talk about that a little bit today as well. Little tips on what to do. But I find it tricky sometimes. I do find the more I create, the easier it is. The easier I can quickly just throw pages together and they just kind of happen. But when I take a break, I do find it a little bit tricky jumping back in again. And I know I'm not the only one. I know it's a common thing. For me, the best way to always deal with it is just to do smaller projects, just to maybe like create some tags, do some stamping, and just slowly get back into it, even if it's just 10 minutes here and there. It's almost like you need to retrain your brain to think that way again. But I do find the more I do it, the easier it is. Right, I'm going to leave that now. I'm going to go and jump on this Zoom. What's the time? Yeah, oh gosh, it starts in 2 minutes. And I will create downstairs with you. So now I've got my base and I'm on the Zoom call. I'm going to carry on with this page and jazz it up with all the bits and pieces that I've received from Paper Maze. I find this kind of thing, when I've taken a break, I try and go simple. So for me, simple, like I'm just sticking a large photo on a page and I'm going to decorate around it. You can't get much simpler than that, can you? The pocket on the other side is really simple, just literally a slit in the paper with some bits and pieces stuffed in it. And I've got my photos here, which I'm just going to cut up. And I'm going to pop these into the little pocket as well. But definitely, for me, when I'm trying to get back into things, keeping it simple really helps. Don't overthink it. Don't make it complicated or try and do too much or think too much about design, but just have some fun. And just go with something that's easy. So just decorating around a photo, like I said, you don't get much easier than that. There's no flips here, nothing like that at all. I'm taking all the thinking out of it today. And it feels really good, actually. And it feels relaxing, because that's what it should be like. I'm going to add, I've got quite a few photos today. So I'm just going to add a couple of them. I'm journaling about a trip to Hollywood Studios, to the Tap House. This was our first time visiting the Tap House. It's a little bar in Hollywood Studios, and we were there for one reason only. It wasn't the bar, it was the charcuterie board. We love a charcuterie board. We love the cheeses, the meats, the breads, the pickles. We just love them. So the one here is only $12 actually. We were really impressed, and we ordered a pretzel as well. It was the best Disney pretzel we'd ever had. Sometimes they can be a bit tough and chewy. This one was exactly what you'd want from a pretzel. Lovely outside. and really soft in the inside, and it was warm and salty, and it came with a beer cheese dip. It was amazing. Highly recommend. Right, let's get on to the decorating. So I'm opening the bits and pieces here. Sorry, I've realized they're not quite low down enough on my camera. Just going through, I like to have a good look at what I've got first, and what I tend to do is go through a pack of ephemera, and if there's things that I like, I pop them to one side. So if there's things that I think, oh yeah, that could work on this page, they go to one side. And then I deal with that afterwards. So I give myself a nice little pile. But this way I can go through, have a nice look, see what there is. There's a lot in this pack, isn't there? And then I go through it again. Rather than look through the whole pack when I'm trying to choose what goes on the photo. This way I can have fun, touching everything, reading everything, going through everything, and then choosing what. It's like almost making like doing the X Factor, isn't it? Narrowing down the finalists. I'm narrowing down the finalists of my ephemeras here, and choosing what I think has made the final cut. Going through these ones as well. These are so pretty. This is from the Wildwood collection. It's so sweet. So again, going through these, I'm not bothering with like wildlife as in hedgehogs and things like that, but some of the flowers will be really perfect. It's obviously Hollywood Studios, so we don't need foxes and hedgehogs and things like that, but I do like the leafies. I do like the little flowers. I popped a pear on the file, little sneak peek. The pears didn't make the final cut. Yeah, but there's some nice stuff, and there's doubles in here as well, which I like, because sometimes you really like something, you use it and you just want to use it again, and you can't all the time. So I'm going to pop these back in and then have a look at what I'm actually going to include on the page. I do love a pack of ephemera though. I just find them so easy to work with. Now, I didn't completely stick down the photo. I left the sides sticky free, so this way I could slide a few bits and pieces underneath. I love the wording "Adventure Awaits." That is perfect for the start of a park day. You just never know what might happen. And I'm just decorating around the outside, again, not completely sticking things down, so it's so easy to layer that way, adding bits and pieces underneath, tucking it in. It just works really well. And I'm just using a regular glue stick to stick them down. So nice and easy. And yeah, just using them to frame, which I think is one, really easy, but it looks really effective as well. But seriously, does it get any easier than this, than creating a page? I'm not even fussed about the journaling at this point. I'm just having fun with the ephemera and adding it around the outside and just slotting it in here and there and just making a pretty page. So not overthinking, just having a really nice time. I love sticking things on photos. It just looks so cool. And it's just a little bit different, isn't it? But how pretty is this? I will link everything down below, by the way, if you haven't seen it. And let me know, what's your favourite thing to do in Hollywood Studios? And have you tried the charcuterie board at the Tap House? If not, and you like picky bits, you need to give it a go. It's really good. Right, over to this side now. And just adding a few more bits and pieces to make it look really pretty. And I want it obviously to look similar to the other side as well. I've added some wording there, although that's in the top right hand corner. Sorry, can't quite see that, but you'll see it in a minute. And I've also thinking about the little postcards. So the postcards that I added, I stuck them double-sided so that one side I can do photos, the other side I can add some journaling. So I will be decorating those as well. That pocket worked out really well, actually. I'm so pleased with how that worked out. And I've like stuffed them so they look like they're stuffed behind the photos, which I really like as well. It's just all worked out really pretty. I do like a pretty page. So here we have it, the postcards. I'm going to chop that butterfly in half, and then I can use that twice. So that looks really pretty as well. And it just kind of flows. You know, when a design, you see it one side, but then you see it the other, it just all looks like it belongs then. So I'm just adding a few of these little pieces of ephemera as well, just so that our little journal cards, which were postcards, just fit in with the rest of the page as well. I'm so happy with how this is coming together. And I find by doing this, giving myself an easy task gets me back on track. Definitely to stay creating easily is just to create frequently, just little bits here and there each day. Doesn't need to be full pages each day, but even just creating, if I were to have just created the little journal cards, that would be enough to keep it flowing. But definitely the more you create, the easier it is. I'm going to add some little tabs to the top. As the ephemera all comes in twos, I'm going to add 2 little roses, pop them back to back here, and add my staples in to hold that in place. That looks so cute, and I'm going to do the others as well, just so that there's just something to hold them in. This one here, sorry, my camera's a bit wobbly. It's the one I attached to my desk is quite wobbly. Going to pop this down the side. I just don't want them looking boring. The rest of the page is so pretty that I want the journal cards to look pretty. I did add the pair. I forgot about those. I thought I didn't, but I did add them. So yeah, then I'm going to do the same. Sorry, there's a train going past. The roses here didn't quite match up, but I didn't let that bother me. I've stuck them like that together and added a staple. Let's get that right second time. But they just look so cute, so pretty. And then finally, we have got the super cute stickers, the Puffy stickers. I love these. This page has just come together so easily. I'm really pleased with it. So in case you haven't seen my other vlogs, I'll leave a link to them down below. Had just some health stuff going on recently, so I've been trying to take a bit of a sit back and just slow down and work a little bit, to be honest. I haven't felt like it, to be really honest with you. I've been feeling really tired lately. I think just so much has gone on this last year. Just with the house move, just things not having gone as quite as straightforward as we would have liked. Working really long hours. There's just been a lot of stress going on. And then having family over recently as well. That was just, yeah, the icing on the cake, I think. I am just exhausted. I really am. And yeah, so just needed to have some quieter time. I explained the health stuff in my vlog. I know quite a lot of you have probably seen that already, so I won't repeat it again. But it's over there if you want to go and have a listen in. So yeah, I've just been trying to be a bit quieter. I haven't felt like vlogging as much lately either. But the journaling, because we've had the family over and I've been trying to keep on top of work, that has taken a bit of a back seat. So I haven't done as much of that. But I miss it. It is my time and it's something I really enjoy. So yeah, I needed this page today. I needed it to get me back in track, just to get that feel of how I create and how good it makes me feel when I make that time as well. So I urge you, if you are missing your creative time, don't just put it on the back seat. Try and make that time to do it, because you do feel better for it. It's an important part of our lives. It's who we are. And even if you just give yourself 10-15 minutes every now and then, I think it's really important, and it's what we all love. So we should be able to give ourselves 10 or 15 minutes here and there. So yeah, I needed today. Today felt really good. It's got me back on track, and it's got me wanting to create again. And actually, I'm doing a voiceover now, but since creating this page last week, I've actually, the same week, I made a whole new journal. So I've got that video coming up for you. Hopefully this week I'll get that edited and I'll be able to share that with you, because it's something different to what I've ever made before. Some different techniques and some different ideas behind it. So, and it's a weekly journal. I've missed my weekly journaling, so I'll be getting back into that. This page is almost done, apart from a little bit of journaling. I haven't overthought that. I'm just going to do some simple few sentences, but I'm really pleased with this. And that's it. I have finished this journal page. It's come together so quickly. I actually finished it whilst I was on the hours Zoom, and I was chatting lots as well. Really pleased with these. I do need to add some journaling, which I will do. These are so cute. I will leave, I'm going to journal on there. I'm going to, and it's on there, leave the links to all the fun bits and pieces below. Isn't that a cute page? I'm really happy with that. Sorry, I'm not filming on my desk properly because the sun is shining on it and I can't film properly. But yeah, I'm really chuffed with that page. It's come together really nicely. Hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching. And I encourage you, if you haven't journaled for a while, just dive in, give it a go and see what happens. You've got nothing to lose. Have fun, lots of love. Bye.